All right, well, let's dive deeper into that moment, which will be our second topic, which is the pitching here tonight and the Padres' decision not to bring in Josh Hader in that moment, lefty on lefty, to face Bryce Harper. You even mentioned it as he was coming to the plate. What are they doing? Why aren't they bringing in their number one relief, their closer, their guy to face Harper?
Well, you're exactly right. Why not? And that was my thought going into that at bat. You even had Josh Hader warming up, who is one of the best closers in the game of baseball and has been great lately. So my mind goes to this. You have the meat of the order coming up, right? You have Real Muto, you have Harper, you have Castellanos. That's the meat of the order. It happened in the 8th inning. So what? Bryce Harper's a lefty. What better reason? Why not bring in Josh Hader? In a baseball game, you have to get 27 outs. It doesn't matter who gets them. It doesn't matter where they get them. Every out is equally as important. What is the point? We're in playoff baseball. Why save your closer for the 9th inning when you have the 3 hardest outs in the entire lineup coming up in the 8th inning? And you can go lefty-lefty against Bryce Harper with one of the best closers in the game. I have no doubts that home run's probably not happening if Josh Hader's on the mound. It's just a much more difficult at-bat for him. Now, Bryce Harper is a legend, and if that moment had come up in the same sort of scenario, I don't know if it mattered who was pitching because it's just one of those moments. But I can't stress this enough. 27 outs to get. It doesn't matter if you're getting out 21, 22, and 23, or 24, 25, and 26, or 27. Just get them when you can get them. And the biggest moment of the game, everybody here felt it. This is the inning to do something. Look who we have coming up. And the last shot that I saw before Bryce Harper came up to the plate was Josh Hader warming up in that bullpen behind us. And I said, bring in Josh Hader here. Do it. You don't want to let this game get away without the ball in the hands of your best pitcher. They didn't do that. Hindsight obviously being 20/20 for the Padres, but their hindsight meaning their season's over because Josh Hader wasn't in there to get those outs against Bryce Harper. For me, that was a mistake.
If there's ever a moment to have your closer come in and get a 6-out save, that is the moment. He is your number one guy against their number one guy. But let's go back to the beginning of this game, because we had the aces back on the mound, and we talked about it. We dove deep into it at the beginning of the pregame of this show. Yu Darvish against Wheeler, and both of them really did what they needed to do to help keep their teams in this.
Well, great point, Alex. They did what they needed to do. We talked about it pregame. What do the Padres need? You need Yu Darvish to go deep into the game. 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts against this team in this city with the hottest offense on planet Earth right now. What more could you ask for? I mean, that was what he needed to do. He did what he needed to do. Yu Darvish was great. On the other side of things, Zack Wheeler, who has been unbelievable in the postseason. He did it again. He was their guy. This was the game for the Phillies to win. You have your guy on the mound against Yu Darvish, but you believe in your guy. You have Zack Wheeler, who's been unhittable. So you can't say enough about the starting pitching in this game. Both Yu Darvish and Zack Wheeler were unbelievable. And a big part of this, and a big part of the Phillies winning, was having Zack Wheeler back around in the rotation. And if you don't win this one, then it starts getting more and more difficult. So they had their guy on the mound in their city and said, this is the one, and nobody's getting in our way of that.
And they got the job.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.